Hi, this is Marianne, and today I have a Scraplift Saturday layout for the Crafty Mavens Getaway channel. And I scrap lifted a layout by Moira O'Reilly, and she posts a lot on like a lot of different scrapbooking Facebook groups. And if you make process videos, I bet she has left you a nice comment. So anyway, I really loved this page that Maura posted the other day, and I knew right away that that's what I wanted to scrap lift. It's not necessarily a Valentine's Day layout, but I did use hearts, and it is about my mom, and I loved my mom. So, you know, Valentine's Day could be about any kind of love that you have. So basically the design is two pieces of 12 by 12 pattern paper cut in half on the diagonal, and then the embellishments are all down the diagonal. I just really loved the design. I thought it was awesome. I also loved the papers that Maura put together. She put together a wood grain and like a repeating pattern, a small pattern. She had like a very striking black and white plus sign paper that I really loved, but I didn't really have, I wanted to do kind of a vintage looking layout. So I went to my Maggie Holmes and I found that heart paper that, I probably bought 2 years ago and never used. So I loved that, the way that looked. And then I went looking through, and the wood grain paper is actually also from crepe paper from the Pier collection. So they went really well together, and I just had a photo of my mother from, I think it was 1952, and I went through some of my chipboard packs from Maggie Holmes, and I used the coordinating chipboard from Flea Market, just pulled some pieces that I thought might work. So I have a heart frame and a flower and some numbers and that kind of distressed butterfly. I'm going to use those. And then I went through my die cuts just to see if I could add some bits and pieces to this layout. And I don't know that I'm using any die cuts from the Maggie Holmes Flea Market collection. I'm pretty sure I used a lot of those up, but I do use some, I'm pretty sure from the open book ephemera pack. Yeah, from this pack right there, the open book one. There's so many pieces in these ephemera packs that, it's hard to use them up. So I decided I'm going to use a lot of gold on this page as accents also. So just like a vintage, romantic kind of feel to it with some soft florals and lots of gold. So I'm going to use that on this page. And just a bunch of frames and florals. So just picked a bunch of stuff, and I'm just going to layer it up. And then I felt like I also wanted something else behind the photo. So I had some Maggie Holmes gold doily paper that I'm going to cut a gold doily out of. I think that's what I'm going to go look for now, if I'm not mistaken. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to Maura for posting really inspiring pages, and she always just leaves like a really nice comment on any video I do, and I really appreciate that. I think it's, really nice to get some positive feedback. And it's just really nice when someone takes the time to comment. I try to do the same, even if it's just, a little hello, I love your style, or thanks for the inspiration, or something like that. And, always a thumbs up. I think, that's important. And so I'm just layering up my stuff. I had a big chipboard flower that I thought was going to make it on the layout, but that one doesn't end up making it. So I have a die cut flower. That one's going to go on there. And really, this page came together really fast, and I just went with it. Sometimes I really fuss over the placement of things and the little details, and I didn't let that happen this time to me. And I'm just gluing everything on with some Scotch quick dry adhesive that I put in one of those little bottles. I think that one's from Quilt Creations, maybe from Amazon. And I was having trouble at first with the little needle part clogging, but I cleaned it once and then it hasn't clogged since then. So I'm not sure what I did wrong the first time. So I'm just going to glue everything down. So I've got a frame, a doily, underneath my photo, and then just a few ephemera die cuts that I found around, and just going to glue everything and layer it up. Off camera at the very end of the layout, I do add some Heidi Swap Gold Lame because it just felt like the layout definitely needed that. So I did a few mist droplets at both corners, and you'll see that in the still photo at the end. So yeah, just gluing, and so I hope you'll find some time to do some scrapbooking. I know sometimes you just get into the mode where you're just watching videos and then you see what product they use, the latest and greatest, and then you go shopping, and then even though you didn't really accomplish anything, you feel like maybe you scrapbooked because you shopped and you're getting new stuff and you watched some videos. So it felt like you were actively doing something, although no new pages went in your book. So I challenge you to at least get a page done for the month of February. How about that? Everybody can work on one page for the next 2 weeks, I bet. And I would love to see what you create if you just post it to in the comment section. Like if you upload it to maybe scrapbook.com, they have a great gallery, really easy to upload. So I also use some thicker sticker letters in gold. They're like a gold foil that I'd never used before. I did, when I pulled off one of the M's, it did crease a little bit, but that doesn't bother me. I also, one of the die cuts I used was a gold label, so I wanted to just find a little word sticker to put across there, but I kept looking through my word stickers. Nothing was quite the perfect saying for this page about my mom, and then I found a little one. I don't even remember what it says. I think it said you were loved or something like that. So I stuck that on there, and it's got the date. And my page didn't really need any journaling, honestly. I've journaled a lot about my mom. And sorry about the dog barking. She does not like that she can't see me right now at this moment. Those gold hearts are from Teresa Collins, and they were pretty heavy. I don't think I've ever used them before. They're like solid metal or something. And of course, I cannot complete a page without some enamel dots. I'm not sure why that is. It just is. It just doesn't look finished unless I put some enamel dots on there. So I'm going to use some pink enamel dots with the hearts there. And like I said, in the finished product, I do some ink droplets. And that's it. That's the finished product. I hope you'll find some time to play, and thanks, Moira, for the inspiration. Bye.